Hey Aries, it's Rose from Sacred Waters Tarot, here to bring you your timeless reading for Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and of course my beautiful cross watchers of Aries. Cross watchers, you know the drill around here, especially if you are subscribed to my channel. You can find out a lot of information about your person, about Aries, especially if there's limited contact, no communication at all, or ghosting going on between you and Aries. Just keep in mind, everyone, this is a general reading for the sign of Aries. Oops, something flipped out. I'm not going to look at it. For the sign of Aries. That was very tempting. Not everything I say will resonate with all of you. Only take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else, and go on about the reading. Now, with that being said, if my video has found you, if this channel has found you, welcome to my channel. Please consider subscribing. Please like, please share with a loved one. Comment below, guys. I do love to hear from you. Let me know how this resonates with you and your situation. And if you do not want to comment, I totally understand. Please consider leaving me your favorite emoji. Guys, in the description box, actually in the comment section and description box, you will find pinned to the top all the ways you can book a reading with me, and I would love to hear from you and read for you. Now let's get into your timeless reading for my fiery little Aries babies, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Cross Watcher Spirit. What are the messages for my Aries babies? My fire sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Cross Watcher Spirit. Let's see what's going down in Aries town today. This reading is timeless, like I said. So know that whenever you're watching it, it's the right time for you to receive these messages. Okay, Spirit, let's get into it. Let's get into your reading. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Cross Watchers of Aries. Spirit, what are the messages for my beautiful Aries, my fire babies? Wow, so in the recent past regarding your current energy, we have the Ten of Wands in the upright position. So the past few days, maybe even the week, okay, there's been an ending and a beginning. And with this with this fire energy here, it can be your energy that you ended something that was very stressful to begin something new. A cycle has ended and something new has begun in conjunction with that. And I feel this is your energy. This is you carrying a heavy load to end something and to begin something new. Can be a project, can be a job, can be a new business venture, can be a new relationship. We will see. Okay, can be issues with family members that had to end and begin a new, begin a new life for yourself without, family members getting in the way of whatever it is that you're doing, because it's a fiery, passionate new beginning. It was something that needed to end, even though it was going to be stressful and hard. You had to do it. So let's see what's going on in the current energy for this. And how now we have the Seven of Wands in reverse, very fiery. Whatever it is that you're embarking on, whatever it is that you ended and began, Spirit is telling you you need to protect your energy. You need to protect yourself, okay? More fire energy here, Aries, Leo, Sag. You could have a lot of fire in your chart. You could have Leo and Sagittarius in your chart, or it can be a Leo and or Sagittarius possibly that could have caused you to end something and start something new. But Aries, you are not protected. Okay, and what I mean by that, I mean spiritually, you're not protected. So whatever you ended and began, there's a sense of you not being protected. So I would crystal up, I would do some, a salt bath, or, sound healing, Reiki on yourself. You can even do Reiki on yourself. The seven chakras, that's why the Seven of Wands speaks of the seven chakras. You are unaligned. Something was very stressful. It had to end and had to begin, but now you're lacking like protection for yourself. Okay, so let's just see what goes on in the future. The World reverse. See, whatever you ended and began, it's not over. Strong sign of Capricorn. You think it's over, and it might be over for some time, but this is going to come back around again. You've completed something, but you didn't fully complete it. Yes, there's a new beginning, which you're not really fully embracing. You can't, because you're not protected. You can be very tired. But Aries, we need to protect our energy at all times, okay? So yeah, the World card, strong sign of Capricorn. It could be a Capricorn that you had to end something with, or, just the energy of Capricorn can be very controlling. You don't have control of your own life right now. It's like you're walking around with like a man or a woman without a country. Okay, and this new beginning is rough. Even though it's positive, and to end, tens are always positive. I don't like the Seven of Wands in reverse or the World reversed here, because something you are not protected. So something is going to come back around until you fully release it. Okay, and that's just the way it works. I have a lot of clients and customers who, and I hate to get oogie boogie, but it's just the way it is. Black magic is real. Spells are real. Demonic energy is real. And guess what? So is light energy. So is protection. So is angelic frequencies. Everything good is real and everything bad is real. We must take in life with the good and bad. But right now, what I'm seeing is a lack of protection. Okay, and I want to explain to you, because I am also a spiritual advisor as well as a tarot card reader. When we are not protected, if we are under some type of psychic attack or someone's draining our energy, right? And it's starting to affect our day-to-day routine. We're feeling lethargic, we can't sleep, we can't concentrate, we lose our keys, we get into a fender bender, we lose our job, we get into fights with our friends, our family, things, the pot starts to boil, okay? And, a lot of people say, oh, I'll just ignore it and it'll go away. Yes, that's fine for most of it. But if you have something that's constantly trying to attack you, almost to the point where it's attached to you in some capacity, where it keeps coming and going, unless you do the work, guess what? You're going to be stuck with that entity until you face your demons or the demon that's trying to attack you. This can be a person. This can be someone who did something to you, to just even sending out negative energy, okay, sending out evil eye. Yes, it's easy to remove it, but you're not doing that. Maybe you ended a relationship with somebody, or a friendship or something. We'll see what this is. But Aries, thinking positive and thinking that everything's okay just because something's over, honestly, it's not. And it's going to come back around again until you fully push it out past the ethers to be destroyed forever and never to come back. Put a manhole cover on this, whatever this is, and start over, okay? Because I can see that you're not doing that, okay? All right, Aries, let's see what else Spirit has to say before we start clarifying here. Two of Wands. Now, a lot of times when we're under some type of psychic attack or some type of domination or whatever it is, part of the entity trying to attack us, and the negative energy trying to attack us, or the person who's relentless on trying to attack us, one of the symptoms are that I'm fine. Okay, that's one of the symptoms, that I'm fine, I'm good. No, that's not so. Two of Wands here. So this overall energy here, the Two of Wands, speaks looking out into the future, knowing what you want for yourself, what you're looking for in a partnership, a relationship, business dynamic, whatever it is. Okay, and it can happen for you. It can happen for you. Maybe you stepped out of one relationship. Oh, my door just closed. That's so creepy. That's actually interesting. You closed the door, but not all the way. Okay. So, Two of Wands speaks of looking out into the universe, looking out into a lake, or looking out into the world, even a parking lot, whatever. Just looking out your window, whatever it is, and saying, I want this. I want to obtain this. I want to do whatever I can to reach this in my life. Okay, it seems like you're either involved with another fire sign, or somebody who could be on the cusp of Sagittarius and Capricorn, or a Capricorn. We shall see. Okay, let me see what else comes up here, Aries. I know you think you're going to get what you want, but unless you fully release the energy, it's going to keep coming back to present itself. Okay, and you don't want that. Five of Cups. Scorpio energy also can be Cancer or Pisces, but Scorpio is coming up significantly here. This energy can belong to you, or it can belong to someone who's not willing to let you go, or someone who's not willing to admit what they've done wrong, crying over things that didn't happen. I feel like this is more your energy. You don't have to have Scorpio placements in you. Uh, it could be now that you whenever you're watching this, we're not in Scorpio season, but it can be that you carry this burden of being unhealed, the unhealed version of yourself, and not embracing. See, 3 cups have fallen, and 2 cups remain full and plentiful. Okay, I'm getting thirsty now, actually. And unless you fully release this toxicity, whatever that has been following you around, you're still going to have compassion for that negativity, and you're not going to embrace. You're going to miss out on a blessing here. We have the 2 cups here and the 2 of wands here. This is the 5 of cups, but I'm focused on these 2 cups and these two wands here. Okay, I feel like you want a relationship very badly. Okay, you really want a relationship very badly, whether something ended and you want something new with someone else. You have a lot of compassion. Okay, you do have a lot of compassion, you have a lot of empathy, but you need to have that compassion and empathy for yourself. Healing begins with thyself. Okay, so unless you're not, I understand what you're going through, Aries. You think that by leaving one situation and jumping to another is going to make all that bad energy go away. It's not. You need to turn around and embrace the 2 cups you have behind you, whatever you still have behind you. Okay? These could be your emotions, it could be your children, can be your pets, can be your family. Whatever these 2 full beautiful cups are, you need to turn around and embrace them, because these already have fallen over. Okay? So maybe do some water magic, water cleansing, something. Call upon your angels, call upon your ancestors, call upon the universe. Do what you have to do. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel there's a Capricorn in your energy really trying to mess with you. And I feel like you've been trying to get away from this Capricorn, Aries. And this Capricorn has sent you some type of entity who likes to trick you, who likes to confuse you, who likes to make you feel like you're stuck with them. Okay? And if you don't fully release this entity, it's going to wreak havoc on your life in so many ways. Okay? And I know you're feeling it already. So why don't you please just clear this out completely? You've already done the hard work. Now you need to do the spiritual work. You've already done the movement. Okay? You're probably away from this person. You're no longer living together. You're no longer speaking. You don't live near each other, whatever this is. But their energy, their entity is still trying to attack. Okay? And you're not protected, Aries. Okay? Ooh. Look up Reiki. Look up chakras from the crown to the root, to the root to the crown. Because I can tell you right now, your root chakra is not grounded. I can tell you that right now. That's our first chakra. The root chakra. You are not grounded. You are completely off balance, Aries. If you've been feeling dizzy, you've been feeling tired, you feel like when you're somewhere, maybe at work or just in the store, you feel like you're somewhere else. I mean, you're just out of it, and you're drained and you're tired. Your root chakra definitely needs some healing, for sure. Queen of Wands here. Aries, this is you. This is you. It hasn't affected your looks. And I will tell you if I'm picking a male or female. This is a Queen of Wands, can be a male also, okay? This is your energy here, okay? It hasn't affected your looks, hasn't affected your your day-to-day activities too much. But when you're by yourself, let's say you're around people, whether you go to work every day, whether you work from home, you have to pick up the kids, whatever it is that you do for a living, you own a business, whatever. You're looking good, you're smelling good, you're showing up. But what's going on inside you is this sadness, this regret, this loss. And this entity keeps trying to pull at you. And if you want to stay this beautiful Queen of Wands here with all these gorgeous sunflowers around her or him, okay, you really need to do the spiritual work. Okay? So things are not as bad as they seem, but I keep seeing this red, that you really need to ground your energy into Mother Earth. I don't know where it is that you live in the world, right? Whatever, but however you can. Depends where you live. Where I live, it's always hot. Go outside barefoot, or even walk on your wood floor barefoot. If you don't have a wood floor, whatever you got to do, stand there barefoot and recite some positive root chakra manifestation energies, okay? Look it up on Pinterest, Google it, do the work, okay? Because eventually it's going to start to affect your health and your looks. It has not yet, but eventually it will, because here you are looking good and smelling good and feel and you still have that essence around you of yourself. You haven't completely lost yourself. But I'm telling you right now, Aries, if you don't take care of this on the spiritual side, you're going to forever be in this Five of Cups energy, faking it until you're making it, until things get worse. Okay? And I don't want to see that happen to you, Aries, okay? My Aries love bugs. You guys are so fiery, so cute, so cute, so sweet, so nice, you know. Always like to take charge, very ambitious, you know, a strong work ethic, and that is getting you by, okay? But it's not, it's, I don't know how long it's going to last you, you know? The devil reversed, wow. I'm glad I'm seeing the devil in reverse. Double Capricorn energy. You definitely were involved with a Capricorn, and they sent you some type of entity. Now, you could be saying, I wasn't involved with a Capricorn. Check their rising, check their moon, check their Venus, okay? They could have a Capricorn stellium somewhere. If you don't know what that is, please Google it. It means three or more signs in Capricorn. The devil is reversed, which means that spirit is willing to work with you to remove this entity from your life for good. But you must do the work, okay? Otherwise, it's going to keep zapping back at you, okay? It's not as bad as it will be if you do not heed my advice right now, Aries. You need to clear this out. You need to clear out your chakras. You need to do some Reiki. You need to take a mental health day. You need to do some 7 days worth of chants and prayers or whatever. There are so many things that you can do. Egg cleanse, wearing protection amulets after you cleanse yourself. You know, just understanding how energy works. You got to do it. You got, because spirit is on your side to help you. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself back with this person. Now, who did this to you? I want to find out. Who did this to Aries? Who sent this psychic attack to Aries? Who, what, why, and how? Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yep, definitely a Capricorn, definitely an earth sign energy. Somebody who claims not to be religious, somebody who claims not to believe in God. And if I could tell you that they don't believe in God, they don't. They believe in some God, but it is not my God. They're telling you that they don't believe in anything. They don't believe in anything. They have no faith, no nothing. This person looks like they lure people in through their misfortunes, okay? And they claim that they do not believe in God, that they do not believe in anything. But yet they do, but it's not any type of God that I would go near. I'll tell you that right now. It is not anything that I would go near at all. And I'm not afraid to say it either, okay? Because light always wins over dark, and this is a light workers channel, and you will be triumphant in this. I promise you, if you listen to everything that I tell you to do. You must clear your energy completely of this person, okay? This person puts you in a third-party situation. I can tell you that right now. You were the other man or the other woman in this relationship. And this person brought you down to Chinatown. Okay? 2 5s here. Major life shift. This is a very sad energy here. Very sad. They prey on the weak. This person is not single. They are most likely married. They most likely lied to you, or they told you they were going to leave their significant other, that they were in love with you, and they had no intention of doing that. Okay? So that's what we have here. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, that's the entity right there. That's the entity right there. 10 of Cups. Yeah. See? They they have their own happy family. You were aware of this. And yet you might have Scorpio somewhere in your chart, your rising or your moon, or maybe your Scorpio sun, you're reading for your Aries moon or rising. Let me know in the comments. This person has a very happy family life. The house, the kids, the whole 9 yards, the pets, the memories, right? And this is a relationship where two people are actually in love with each other, okay? But yet there's one of them is cheating. And you have compassion. You stayed around thinking that this person was eventually going to leave, because first they didn't, I can tell you right now, first they didn't tell you that they were married. And then somehow you found out and they said that they were going to leave their partner. Guess what? They're never leaving their partner. They're never leaving their children. Even when their children have children, and then their children have children, they're never leaving him. But what they have is a negative energy and a negative entity to lure you in. So you were a victim of this cheater. Okay? And like I said, I feel like you feel very hurt. You could have met this person's children. You could have known this husband or wife, the other person. You are the third party here, Aries, not the husband or wife. You are the third party. You could have met them, somehow. Maybe you live near each other, but I feel like you moved away. Um, you could have known this family, but somehow got involved with the husband or the wife in some capacity. Um, yeah, I keep hearing from spirit, you knew, but you didn't know. So it's like you knew, but you didn't know. And this person, whoever the person was who was the adulterer or the adulteress, um, they don't care about what it takes to bring somebody else down, because they don't they're in a very dark place. They might seem like very happy and very much with their family, and they probably are, but they're still a cheater. They're still a cheater, Aries. Okay? So I could see that you finally had the courage to move on. But now you need to remove this entity, because this person is going to come back around wanting your forgiveness and wanting you to be back with them. And dangling you like a string. Don't let that happen, Aries. Don't let that happen. Don't fall victim to this. You already are in victim mode. I see that. This person is very, very happy with their wife or husband. Okay? They are very, very happy with their significant other, or husband and husband, or wife or wife. They're very, very happy with their family, their extended family, and whoever they're involved with is pretty clueless. They don't know, but you know. Let's see if I get what pops out here on this Raven's Rose Oracle here. What else does Aries need to know? Aries, usually when you get involved with someone who's married, very married and stuff like that, and for you, past life. Okay, this makes sense here. Past life. Soul contract, familiar. I feel like I've known you my whole life. From the moment we met, my soul knew you. Now, this could very well be how you felt about this person when you met them, and they could have felt this way about you too. Okay? This could be a past life karmic situation where you were together with this person in a past life, or maybe you were put together with this person in the past. But whatever it is, you felt hard for this person. You believed in this person. See these two people here? Masculine and feminine energy, soul contract. You've broken away, but you haven't broken the contract. And it could very well be that you people feel that way, but it's not enough for the other person to leave their family or to break up a family? Do you want to be, breaking up a family? Because this family is happy. These children are happy. This spouse is happy. Let's see what else comes out here. That's really interesting here. And it's hard. I know it's hard. I know that's why it was hard to stop. But, this person's pulling on your energy because there's a soul tie here. And you need to cut the cord. You need to cut the cord. You need to cut the cord because otherwise they're going to come back. You're leaving yourself open for attack. And you don't want to do that to yourself, okay? These cards don't want to pop out today. It's weird. All right, Spirit, what else do you have for me? Oh, okay. Religious. See, oh my gosh. Okay. See how I told you that this person claimed not to be religious? They claim not to believe in God. Guess what? They do. They do. Spiritual, pious, devout. My beliefs are very important to me. You don't have to feel the same way, but respect my choice. Now, here we have a cross here, but I'm going to say this can be any religion, okay? This person may go to church or to a place of worship with their family weekly, on a weekly basis, right? But they're there being the hypocrite, and that's usually how it is. The people who go to church or temple the most, who claim to be the most religious, are sometimes the most corrupt people you'll ever meet. The biggest liars, biggest cheaters, because they feel that whatever they do, God is going to forgive them. And that may be true. Like I said, I don't even want to know their God, because they are pretending not to be religious. They have this like altar life. Funny that I said altar. Maybe that's what you need to do, Aries. You need to create like a sacred space for yourself, an altar, to heal yourself, to cleanse yourself. Call upon a deity, call upon your ancestors, call upon your angels. Work with the divine masculine, divine feminine, whatever it is you need to do to clear yourself of this person. And be with that religious, pretending to be religious, or actually religious and pretending not to be religious. This person's so messed up in the head. All right? This Capricorn energy is very, very messed up in the head because they have their own demons. Okay? Because of that, this family, whatever happens in this family, if the spouse was to find out, because of their religious beliefs, they will not separate because they don't believe in that. Or they pretend not to believe in that. Okay? Oh my God, Aries. Listen, you gotta shake this, Aries. You gotta shake it. Even if you have to be alone for a while. I would rather be alone than to deal with these demons. Oops. I would rather be alone than to deal with these demons for sure. Spirit, one more card, please. Spirit does not want to cooperate today with these cards. Oh, that was too many cards. Too many cards. Too many cards. Come on. It's crazy how it's saying this person has no faith and then religious comes out. You see what I'm saying? People hide behind organized religion the most. It's crazy. Distant future. In the distant future, you may find yourself getting pulled back into this person's energy, to this Capricorn's energy. And I don't want that for you, Aries, because they're never going to leave their spouse. I'm telling you that right now. They are never going to leave their spouse. It's not even a thought in their head. They're just a compulsive liar, okay? And they go for innocent people like yourself, Aries. And they tell you that they're unhappily married. They tell you they don't believe in anything. They tell you that they're not bound to anything, that's a loveless marriage, whatever, and they're going to leave. But here where you can clearly see that they have no intention of leaving. Now, they may feel that you are a past life connection with them. That's the soul contract needs to be severed. Look up cord cutting ceremony. Altar came out. Say, oh, get an altar. Get a little area of your home, whatever you got to do, makeshift altar or create one. Okay, I know that you can. Okay, and and put some flowers, put some roses, get a candle, get some offerings, some incense, and clear yourself of this. Ask for healing, ask for guidance, call upon your angels, your ancestors, your guides. And don't allow this person, because this person has every intention of coming back to you in the distant future when you're not protected. And that's not good, because they're still going to be married forever. They made a vow and they're not breaking it. 2 more cards came out. Loyalty. Respectful, trustworthy. I will always be faithful. I always protect your feelings above all others. Now, this person, this is interesting here, because I feel like this is more your energy. Okay, so this person, this Capricorn energy, this dark entity Capricorn energy who was with you for all the wrong reasons, okay, they know that you're loyal. They know that you're trustworthy, okay, and they know that they don't have to worry about you, excuse me, speaking about this or trying to speak to the spouse and let them know, or blasting them online or in social media, in any concept. And they know that you're not going to, because they know you're loyal. They definitely feel a past life contract with you, but they're promised to somebody else, and they're not breaking that promise to them. They've broken every promise to you, and they know you're loyal. So really, the bad energy needs to stay with them, needs to go back to them, because you're too loyal and you're too good for this. Mystery. Let's see what this is. Unknown, challenging, sexy. I feel like there is so much you don't tell me. It excites me and scares me at the same time. So that's the thing. I feel like you guys had a very powerful, karmic, sexual connection. Okay, Aries, you're probably very exotic looking. You're probably very mysterious looking. There's something about you that's really, really ethereal, and that's why it's so important for you to cut the cord and to really work hard on removing this entity from you and not allowing this person back into your life. Whatever it is that you have to do, there are always ways to do it. Okay, faith, believing in your magic, believing in what you put out there into the universe. Call upon your protectors, because this person cannot stop thinking about you. And in the distant future, they're going to return to you. They're going to return to you because they know you're loyal. They know you're trustworthy. They can always depend on you. And you're a mystery to them. You're a past life connection to them. And it's almost like a kid in a candy shop. They want what they can't have. But guess what? They have very bad energy. And that, unfortunately, because you were so intimate with this person, that entity has attached itself to you. So now you have to do the work to remove it, Aries. Please heed my advice, okay? I'm not going to pull any more oracle cards or tarot cards, but I will pull a Goddess Kali card here. I strongly suggest you look up Goddess Kali, whether you're male or female. Google her, see how she works. She can help you banish this demon that's attached to this other person, okay? If you feel so compelled to do so because you're a good person, you're very loyal, we could see that. You could ask for it to be removed from that person too. But do not ever get back with this person, please, because they will never ever leave their spouse. I promise you, it will never happen, and you will always be the third party, and you don't want that. You deserve better than that. So let's see what Goddess Kali has to say. I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm going to stop when I feel like it. Let me see this one. Ooh, she looks gorgeous. Well, she is gorgeous. Let's see what she has to say to you, okay, Aries? Excuse my pronunciations. Dhumavati. Certain endings are unavoidable. They are necessary precursors to radical reinvention. Wow, Aries, you hear that? Any disappointment, defeat, or loss, and the negative repercussions of such experiences will not limit your future happiness. but are opening up yet unrecognized pathways for fulfillment. Your trust may be unconditional. Oh my gosh, right? At this time, and later you shall see that everything has worked out for the absolute best. Dumavati. Aries, I can't stress enough how important it is for you to really heed my advice, okay? And move on and know that the right person is out there for you. Someone who's unmarried, unattached, and respects your loyalty and your mystery for themselves, okay? I'm wishing you so much love, light, and unexpected blessings. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.